Hello and welcome to Buddhistdoor Global's weekly news review. I'm Justin Whitaker, Senior Correspondent for BDG, speaking to you from our offices in Hong Kong. In this week's news, in Ladakh, India, the first batch of Rigpa Fellowship winners have graduated. 52 young innovators gathered in the historic Hemis Monastery in Ladakh on August 25th for the graduation ceremony for the first batch of students to have taken the year-long Rigpa Fellowship academic program. During the course of the fellowship, the young entrepreneurs who hail from different parts of India, with 1/3 from Ladakh, came up with innovative projects intended to help shape a sustainable future for the Himalayan region. The Rigpa Fellowship is a one-year residential postgraduate program. Its focus is on nurturing young students as agents of change to help build a sustainable socio-economic environment while preserving ancient cultural heritage. Initiatives organized by the fellowship's first group of graduates included agro-tourism, sustainable greenhouses, and cultural restoration projects, including the revival of the tradition of carpet weaving. The fellowship's second batch of students will begin their studies this month. In Thailand, novice Buddhist monks have won an electronic sports tournament. A team of novice Buddhist monks emerged victorious at a video gaming competition at a 2019 university fair. This is an annual competition held this year from the 15th to the 18th of August in northeast Thailand. It featured academic and gaming or e-sports competitions. The team of novice monks are high school seniors from a high school of 4 monastics in Nong Khai province. While the school is dedicated to novice monk students, they only study religion for 20 hours each week. The rest of the school time is spent on courses from the traditional academic curriculum. The students were introduced to the video game called Speed Drifter through a computers class and desired to put their skills to test in the competition. However, their victory did not come without controversy, with some on social media worrying that they should not have competed in the competition or accepted the awards in their saffron robes. Also in Thailand, the former head of the Buddhist organization Rigpa has passed away. Sogyal Rinpoche passed away on Wednesday, August 28th in Thailand, where he had been receiving treatment for colon cancer. He was 72 years old. Sogyal Rinpoche's health reportedly deteriorated rapidly on Wednesday after he suffered a pulmonary embolism, and he died at around 1 p.m. local time in the capital Bangkok. In 2017, Sogyal resigned as spiritual head of Rigpa, an international network of more than 100 practice centers and groups in 23 countries, following accusations from students and staff of multiple instances of sexual, physical, and psychological misconduct, as well as the alleged misuse of funds. Sogyal Rinpoche did not refute any of the allegations against him. In the United States, the Barry Center for Buddhist Studies hosted a retreat for family members and survivors of gun violence. In the first of its kind retreat, survivors of mass shootings and family members who lost loved ones joined together from the 5th to the 8th of August in central Massachusetts for meditation, coping, and community. Buddhist teacher Sharon Salzberg and mindfulness instructor Shelley Tijieski led the retreat hosted at the Barry Center for Buddhist Studies in the town of Barry. Present were family members of victims of the October 2018 Tree of Life Synagogue shooting in Pittsburgh, as well as people who lost loved ones in other recent mass shootings. Also present were 5 women from Chicago whose sons had been killed in gun violence in separate events. These women were part of a group called Purpose Over Pain, a parent advocacy group responding to gun violence. Retreat leaders have launched a fundraising campaign to help fund a 2020 event to build on what was learned this year. And lastly, Korean monks and researchers visited Buddhist sites in Pakistan. A high-level delegation of Buddhist monks, pilgrims, and researchers from South Korea traveled to Pakistan to undertake a 4-day tour of ancient Gandharan archaeological sites. The visit was aimed at strengthening cultural ties between Korea and Pakistan based on a shared Buddhist heritage and history. The group included 4 monks, researchers and professors, several Korean business people based in Islamabad, and a number of diplomats. The representatives visited various historic sites in Pakistan's Khyber province and Taxila region. Dr. Abdul Samad, Director of Archaeology and Museums, said Pakistan's government had loaned 42 artifacts from Peshawar Museum for an exhibit in South Korea aimed at raising awareness among Koreans about the 1,600-year-old cultural and spiritual ties between the two countries. In November, Pakistan expects to welcome a delegation of monks from the Jogye order of Korean Buddhism, South Korea's largest Buddhist order. That is all from this week's BDG News Review. Be sure to check out our website, www.buddhistdoor.net, for these stories, along with features and special coverage of Buddhism around the world.